Hello friends, I'm Lana and welcome to my studio. Today we're going to start a new series where you're going to paint along with me. And I'm going to show you all my steps that I take in painting a still life. If you guys could just take a moment and leave a comment in the comment section below and let me know where you're from, because I would love to know where all of my new friends are coming from. Thank you. Today, the first step that we're going to take is we're going to work on photographing our subject. But first, we have to pick out what we want to do. For quite some time I've wanted to do a still life on a windowsill of some reflective glass objects. I've seen a lot of artists make some beautiful work like this, and so I wanted to try it also. The best available window in my house was actually in my painting studio, so I decided to set it up there. Feathers are an important part of my work and you'll see them frequently, and here is a marble that I have used in every single marble painting that I've ever done, so it's important that this one goes back into the painting. Right now I'm concentrating on composition and repetition in my colors, so that's why you're seeing the blue over and over again. I'm also playing with the concept of a child's treasures and how they might store their treasures. I'm really focusing on composition right now, playing with height and depth and color and repetition. I'm also trying to bring texture into this painting with the galvanized lid. I've never painted anything galvanized before, so I want to give that a try. And here's a feather that I thought would look good, but it didn't. And then a big shooter marble that I really liked, but I didn't like the color. And then I'm playing with a couple little marbles here, but I realized that that one might get stuck, so I thought I would take it back out. And then I decided that probably groups of 3 would work really well, and I really wanted to bring more of this, my favorite color of blue, back in. It'll put height into the painting, and the blues will make a nice triangle that'll pull your eye through the image. I'm a photographer by trade, and so I have access to equipment that most watercolorists probably are not going to have access to. But really, all you really need is a camera. There's a saying that says the best camera in your situation is the one that you have with you. If your camera, the only one that you have, is your cell phone, then you should use that. I always suggest the best quality photos that you can possibly get, so don't phone it in if you got something better. There's actually an argument that could be made that using a poor quality cell phone photo could actually make for a better watercolor. You now have to interpret what you want the watercolor to be and not actually have it in front of you. But me being a realist, bordering on hyper-realist, I really like that sharp picture, and I'm a photographer, so it's kind of hard for me to just let that go. So I'm going to be using my Canon 5D Mark III to take all my photos, which is what I use for all my photos for all of my still lives. Now what I'm finding is my studio is very small, and so I'm not going to be able to use this lens as I take photos of this still life. What I'm going to have to do is either back up or change my lenses, and those will give you different effects, but that's a whole nother YouTube channel for you to learn how to do photography, and that's not what we're going to cover here. I just want to concentrate on the composition and the concept. I really wanted to do these pieces in a window with a scene behind them, so it's going to be bright light coming in this window here, and it's going to light up these and cause this to have a nice harsh shadow that we like to see in watercolor. I'm going to get some beautiful light off of these marbles here. I probably will then also start moving these pieces around a little bit just to experiment with a little bit more. Okay, so I'm a lot closer to my still life right now because I had to change lenses. The lens I had on that camera is now on this camera. So, and I need this one. So you get a close-up version of me. What I'm going to do now is, I don't know if you can see, but I have changed the light. I've now put a light on the outside and I have turned off my interior video light. And I might come back and photograph this again later. It's supposed to be nicer tomorrow, so maybe we'll have some nice light come in here in the morning so I can come in here and already all be set up. But I'm just going to give this a shot and I'll show you on screen what this shot looks like. Now when I'm taking pictures, I'm making sure that I am increasing my depth of field. I don't want shallow depth of field. You might want that if that's what the type of photograph that you want to take, but that's not what I'm going to look for. I have my f-stop set right now at 6.3 and I will just double check that to make sure that that's enough. I can zoom into my picture. Might be a little bit deeper. I might need to move back a little bit. Now what I'm looking for is I want this to feel like a bright, sunny day, and I've got all this beautiful light coming in this window. What's going to happen is I'm going to put another scene in the background. I don't know if it's going to be my yard or not. It's not particularly crazy beautiful or anything. I might go out and show you as we shoot another scene so that we can plop that in here. So I took about 20 pictures and that's going to give me a pretty good idea of whether I've got it or I don't got it. But in my next video, we're going to come back, we're going to go into Photoshop, we're going to look at the pictures, and we're going to see what we need to do to tweak it to get a really great study. And that's what I call this. I call this my study for my painting. Be sure to join us. I'm planning on having this video ready for you next week so you can see part 2. Thanks, guys. So thanks for stopping by, guys. And if you could take a moment to like and subscribe to our channel, it would be greatly appreciated.